Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Welcome back to Railroad Corporation, episode 2. So we started the first episode by getting two trains, two routes set up. Train 1 is just basically going from Patterson to Bloomington. I think they're just delivering 2 passengers and some mail back and forth. And train 2 is heading from Bloomington to Raleigh down to Tulare? That's just doing a passenger run because no one down here needs mail yet. Not a big deal, but we are making some cash slowly but surely. I'll let the game run here for about 8 or 9 minutes just to refresh my memory of what the heck's going on so I can remember. So up to $103,000 in the bank account. The only thing I did do is take this rail yard up here. I upgraded it a couple times. So the only thing I upgraded, if you come in here, well, I'm on stage 2, but now we can fill 2 trains at the same time of coal and repair 2 trains at the same time. So obviously, since I got both trains coming in here, as you see, you get situations like this where both trains are at the same station at the same time. And really, that's very important just to get them in and out as fast as you can go. I have been doing a little bit of research. I have now got my way over to where we're researching the DeWitt. And I'm slowly doing some other research on the John Bull to try to make it just a better train. In the future, the T1, if we click on that, as the trains run more and more, even though it gets repaired, so you can see it's at full repaired right now, but it's only at 60% as best we compare it because it's getting older. Eventually we're going to trash that train or scrap it, but not now. What I need to focus on is, well, we have land that we bought here, and it's time to construct something. So we got a wheat field right up here. Now wheat, as you can see, in the same town, if they get wheat, they can make meat and leather. But I don't want another farm doing it, so we're going to go ahead and make our own. So we're going to construct our own farm here. It costs $43,000, but we got the cash, and we're going to go ahead and do that. So basically what I need to now do is make a rail yard, a track from Patterson up to Miramar. And so we can bring wheat down to our own facility, start making some food and some leather. Once we start making some food, you can see Bloomington over here requires some meat. And so does Raleigh, and basically every town requires some meat. In the future, leather I want to bring down here. At least I thought I would. So this factory down here would, pay us for the leather so they can make clothes. But they need textiles. Well, that's great. There's a town right here that makes textiles with cotton. The problem is the nearest cotton field is way over here. And there's this thing called a mountain in between. That looks like it's going to be expensive to run a track through there. The other thing I probably should do is we're going to have to build a warehouse at some point. Because if you start getting materials that you can't put somewhere, it's good to put in a warehouse. And then you can sell materials from the warehouse to anywhere. But we're not ready for that stage just yet. So let's go ahead. We're just running at 1 time the speed. But let's go ahead and lay down some track if we can. Obviously, we're going to come out of here and just slowly loop around to right there. $20,000 for the track. We can confirm that. And of course, it flips the whole place around. Now, the only thing I'm going to have to do is, because I don't have a train, I don't have a rail yard that does repairs. I'm trying to think how I'm probably just going to do Patterson, because really I can't see doing a repair here, because if I junction this up with anything, it's going to be Bloomington, and Bloomington has a repair station. So I can see myself running a train in the future from Patterson down to Denver and maybe doing a loop here somehow. So I think we'll click on this rail yard right here. We'll upgrade it, costs a little bit, but we need to add a repair station. And the other thing I'm going to upgrade is the filling station, because we do have T1's already coming here, and now we're going to have another train coming in shortly. So let's do it so we can refuel 2 trains at once. I don't need to do repair 2 trains at once because T1's getting repaired here. Train number 3 is going to be repaired at Patterson. So we're at 53,000. Not bad, but once we get another train going, we can start making some more money. How far are we away from... Oh, the DeWitt has been researched. Sweet. Let's do some polling mass on the DeWitt. We'll get that started, and I got 4 researchers available. Let's pop them all on there, so it's going to take a few days. So if you come in here and buy locomotive, the DeWitt can haul right now 45 tons. The John Bull can haul 77 tons. Speed 32, speed 55. I mean, it's not quite double the polling mass. The question is, I don't need that much wheat to begin with, do I? Or don't I? This is where it always gets tricky, because we're upgrading the DeWitt as we go, but I'm not going to get anywhere near the John Bull. But I think we're going to buy the DeWitt, because, yeah, these stats will slowly get better once we research more. The other good news, if you look at the max age for the John Bull, it can last 2,000 days. The max age on the DeWitt is 2,500. We haven't researched something on it. And it's cheaper. So let's go ahead and buy a DeWitt. Alright, sir. So you're going to go from... Let's see, you're in Patterson, so you need to go up to Miramar. Yes. Add station Patterson. Yes. And when you're in Patterson, can you get repaired all the time? So right now, the only thing Miramar, I can't bring nothing up to Miramar because the only thing they require is wheat. Well, we're getting wheat here. So yeah, so Miramar is just going to load. How much wheat can we put into this train here? That's too much. All right, so when you get back down to Patterson, you're just going to unload wheat. Now, just got to make sure you click the right section of where it goes. Now, sometimes you'll get to where, like wheat, maybe Patterson wanted wheat and the farm needs wheat, and you'll see wheat up here and wheat here. Make sure you click on the farm because that's where we want it to go. So all the wheat, please go to the farm. And yes, apply. And there goes the DeWitt. Now what I need to do, let's see, we're up to 47, we're down to 47,000 now. So what I'm going to need to do is this T1, it's probably going to need to be upgraded at some point because we're going to start creating some meat and some leather. Now either I can keep the T1 doing passengers and mail and just buy another train and start delivering the meat and the leather. I'm going to deliver the leather up here. Yes, they don't need leather, but what I'm going to do is I think we're going to buy one of these lots of land up here. This one looks good. And can I construct a warehouse for 15,000? I sure can. Yeah, we're getting down to 20,000. The other thing I probably should do, just thinking about it, is who we got? Anyone? I got room to hire some people. All buildings upkeep minus 15%. We'll hire you. And locomotive upkeep expense 20% less, but I don't have room at my office right now. Okay. Which one's my office? Can I find my office, please? No, that's the farm. There's my office. Can I upgrade? I need one room available. I have one room available, so let's click on that. Now I can hire more people here. Price of all locomotive construction costs for rails. Locomotive upkeep expense minus 20%. Yeah, we'll hire that guy. That's going to help out somewhat. So now you can see our farm's going to work. We dropped off some wheat. They're taking wheat and we're making meat. And we are making some hide. That meat just disappeared? Where did that meat go? One wheat equals one meat and one hide. I lost a piece of meat somewhere. Is it going to disappear on me this time? No. Okay. Interesting. I don't know where that first piece of meat went, but whatever, because I have no one taking meat out of here. Alright, so what I need to do is get rid of that. Yeah, so the question is, do I want to take another train and run it over to our warehouse with just meat and leather? but I got some time to kill before that can happen. As you can see, I can store up to 20 in here. But then the problem is I got 2 trains trying to run the same track. So basically, if I got 2 trains running the same track, if T1 is here and wants to come back and train 4, which would be the new trains coming along, T1 is not going to go anywhere. Now, double tracking would be great if double tracking was easy in this game, but right now it is not. Like I said, this game is in early access, so more things will be coming along at some point. I think while the game's running, maybe we'll try running a double track because it's going to become very important. If I upgrade... Hang on a second. If I upgrade this again... There, it looks like I can run... Yes, we can now run another track right out of here. Looks like I can double... No, I don't want you to merge. Stop it. Now, do I need to run double track all the way? 15,000. I think we're going to try to run double track all the way. It gets a little tricky sometimes. Like right here, now it's not... I wish it would just... We have to go a little bit by little bit here, huh? Alright, so I guess you can lay it side by side, just doesn't snap as well as you once think it should. 22 grand, we got that. Perfect. So now we got trains, we got 2 layers of trains. Let's see how this works. I never tried doing this yet myself. But now we're getting a good amount of meat and leather here. 16,000, I don't have enough cash really to buy another train. Oh, now we do 23,000. Alright, let's get the, I think we buy just another DeWitt because we can. Alright, sir. We're going to start you off in Patterson. And then you're just going right up to Bloomington. There we go. So in Patterson, you're going to load up... Wow, we're getting a lot of leather already. Let's see, 45 tons. 1 meat is 16. Yikes. Yikes. Oh, I can't hold... Alright, so it looks like 1 meat, 1 leather. So when you get up to Bloomington, you're going to sell... Now, here we go. So, see, I want to deliver meat to Bloomington. I can either give it to the warehouse or deliver it to City Hall. We are going to deliver it to City Hall. And the leather is going to go right to our warehouse. And then when you come back, mail. Wow, you got tons of passengers and mail waiting to go back and forth. So we'll take... Can I do that? I can. And when you get back to Patterson, I'll know the 2 passengers and 1 mail. And while you're in Patterson, you know what? No, do it in Bloomington because that's the bigger one right now. So off he goes. Now it's interesting, I got 2 tracks. I wonder if T1 and T4 are going to figure this out here. Hopefully they do. Yeah, so T4 is going on that track, and it looks like T1 is going along that track. I probably could have saved myself a little bit of cash, not run double tracks all the way over. But I think a lot of traffic going back and forth is crucial. Alright, what is going on with our research? Let's go over to the DeWitt. So we're doing polling mass. That's almost completed, so that's going to do well. Let's do power and speed, and I'll even throw aging in there. That takes up all my researchers just to get it started. Because the DeWitt, we got a couple of those guys running here. But what I need to do, and I probably should have thought about this, is in our office, Which one's our office here? There's our office. I need to not upgrade. Yeah, yes I do. I don't have any rooms available. Need to upgrade our office one more time. Because what I need to set up now that we have a warehouse is a trading department. It is necessary for the trade in goods that are in warehouses in the global market. So even though I got a warehouse and I was storing things, I wouldn't be able to trade it until I did this. Take an overdraft. Yeah, don't worry about it, but we'll take an overdraft. It's only $1,000. We should be fine. We should be fine once the T4 and everyone starts doing deliveries. So we've already doubled our fleet in trains. So I'm just going to slowly let that run for a while we look at our next process. Any of you guys need mail yet? No, you do not. Even though I'm running passengers up and down, these towns are not doing well. The one thing a lot of these towns need, well, you can see they require meat and wheat. Obviously, we're grabbing wheat from here. I probably should have bought the wheat field, but the wheat field, I think it's going to be 40,000. Buy for 32. It would save me. Does it say how much the wheat is? I forgot. Is it? If I scroll down here, I thought it would tell me how much the wheat was. Oh, there we go. $704 for each one I take. Yes, buy it. We're in the overdraft again. So basically, I was getting 3 loads of wheat every time, so I was spending pretty close to $2,000 every time my train came up here to get that wheat. Yeah, we're gonna have an overload of meat and leather here. Yeah, so if I come up here to our warehouse, so here is our warehouse. You can see storage load 1 of 20. You only can hold 20 at the moment, so that kind of sucks. But it is what it is. So if I go in here to City Market, this is what the city is looking for. They're looking for meat, clothing, furniture, and whiskey. I don't have that. We have, obviously, leather. But if I go to Commodity Exchange, and I click on leather, you can see I can sell each piece of leather right from here without doing nothing for $4,800. Now, if I sell it, that price, if I sell one, that price is going to drop. I don't need to really do that right now. So right now, even though I paid for the wheat farm up here, every time my train goes up here, I'm not paying for the wheat. I get the wheat free. So my train comes up here, it just has to refuel, come on back down. So basically, this production we got going right now, we're buying a wheat for free. If you want to say free, because I bought the building, and I have to keep upkeep on the building. But yeah, basically it's going to be pure profit on the meat and leather, little by little. All right, so what we need to kind of start thinking about is our next step. Start expanding our railroad just a little bit more. And the one thing I'm looking at over here is logs. This is the only logging area that I can see. I could bring a train over, because we already got the tracks to here. You know, we can grab logs, and I could probably build. Geez, yeah, we're in an overdraft right now, so I'm thinking, instead of bringing the logs over here and let someone else make lumber, we can go ahead and make our own lumber. Because some people, no, they just want logs. They just want logs. They need lumber and wheat to make whiskey. So Danbury requires lumber, but that's way down here. Yeah, mostly everyone is requiring logs, but I guess what I could do is just bring the logs for now. How much? Let's see, 880 every time I pick up some logs. No, that's the whiskey. Logging, so $40,000. It's probably worth buying the logging company and bringing it back here. I can put this into our warehouse for now before I start building a lumber company. So yeah, if I start overloading the warehouse, I can just sell it, or I can just bring it here and bring it to our future lumber company. But first thing that we need to do is, yeah, we need to take some track and lay it down. I think I'll try to lay the track from yeah, let's lay it from the, I'm going to call it the right hand side, the inside one if we will. So we'll click on that. $26 grand for that, because we might be cutting into the mountainside just a little bit. Expensive. Move the whole town into the mountain. That's interesting. Okay. All right. Research is still going on, but I got 7 researchers available, so we'll split them up a little bit here. And we'll just go to power here. Try to make the DeWitt just a little bit better. The John Bull. This first guy we researched, the best friend, I could care less about this because we're not going to use the best friend that much anymore, obviously. And I could start researching for the Jarvis, but let's get the DeWitt really going well because it's a nice cheap locomotive. I shouldn't say locomotive, is it a steam train? Where's the T4? The T4, zoom on down here. So coming out, here comes the best friend. That lovely guy. It looks like a tea kettle, but it's serving us well. It got us started. And here comes our T4, the DeWitt. I wish I could zoom in a little bit more on that, but there's the DeWitt going along here. All right, so we're up to 22 grand. I like it a lot. Yeah, so basically I just want to get... Jeez. Money. Let's come into our warehouse, actually. And we'll click on that. Let's go ahead and sell some leather just to get some money. There, that brought us for up to $50,000. That's pretty good. All right, where's this lumber company at? That's whiskey. Hiding behind the whiskey. 40,000. We're gonna go ahead and buy that. All right, so now the logs are free, and right now I'm just gonna bring the logs back here. I wish they required logs. I could just sell them directly, but for the time being, we'll put it into our warehouse. And then in the future, yep, we're gonna go ahead and buy that land before. I keep saying before someone else does. I'm hoping in the future of Sandbox that they have like AI competition going on, buying up land and such. That'd be pretty neat. I mean, there is multiplayer that you could do, but I don't play well with others. No, just kidding. No, I'm not. Yeah, now we got this land here. Let's see, warehouse. No, we don't want warehouse. Small sawmill. I'm gonna say in the future there's gonna be a big sawmill. I don't know, but it's 54 grand to build a sawmill. But right now, all we want to do is just save up enough cash to buy the DeWitt for 18. There we go. We got the DeWitt. All right, sir. Oh, I crossed out a T5. There we go. Add station. Can you get all the way over there without getting confused? Sometimes it does. And then add station Bloomington. All right, so when you're there, I need you to load up, looks like 3 loads, and then unload right into the warehouse. And while you're here, get repaired. And right now, nothing go back and forth because they don't require anything that we have. T5 is just waiting for a track, because the T1 and T4 are taking up both, even though I got 2 of them here. Yep, they're taking up the tracks. How is our T1 doing? I'm clicking on it. I'm clicking on it. Yeah, he's getting to where he's going to start breaking down, going back and forth. So, yeah, maybe close to time that he needs to be swapped out. Looks like we're all waiting for the T2, the John Bull. Boy, he is going slow, but then again, he is, he should be able to go 27. John Bowl. Pulling mass, power. Oh, John Bowl. Am I going to buy more John Bowls? Maybe, maybe not. All locomotives max speed. We'll start that research so I can get on to unlocking the Jarvis. Aging on the DeWitt. Power. Well, let's go reliability and power on these guys. I should hire more researchers, actually. Yep, just keep bringing a little bit of money and keep spending the money as you have it. Research department requires rooms 2 available. Cost me 7,000. Let's go ahead and do that. So I think we get 5 more researchers. We do. We do. All locomotives. Put another guy on that. Another guy on that, and we'll throw some researchers on that. It will become a time to where, I mean, we still got a lot of stuff to research, so and once we get that far, we're going to have so much cash at that point. It's not. I don't think it's going to matter too much. All right. Is our T5? Where are we here? Our T5 is... Oh, he's already over here at getting our free logs. He's going to bring them over to the warehouse. So I got to keep a close eye on the warehouse because eventually he's going to stock up. The one thing I know I got to keep an eye on. So yeah, right here is where we're starting to run into a little bit of an issue, meaning that we're not removing enough meat and or hide out of here. I mean, clicking on the T4. Do I have enough? Can I load another piece of hide? I can. So when you get to Bloomington, unload said hide into there. It's going to slow him down quite a bit though. But I need to start moving stuff out of here, else the T3 is just going to be sitting idle here because he has nothing to do. Actually, I'm going to have to pause you for a while, sir. You're going to cost me money just sitting there, but there's nothing I can do about it. I got to let this fix itself. Alright, so the T5 has dropped off some wood. Commodity exchange. Leather. Prices aren't that good, but you know, in the early stages you need the cash. And we need the cash. So like I said, I want to build a lumber company there because then I can start bringing some wood back with me to over here, and they pay me $8,500 per piece of lumber. So they require lumber, and maybe in the future I can also get some logs and just start running logs down here. The demands will change over time though. You get messages down here, but I just kind of ignore that because that's what I do. I ignore it. I just look here what each one needs. So let's come over here to this station. Oh good, we got enough cash. Let's construct that lumber. Where are we here? Sawmill, actually. Sorry. Alright. So now if I click on the T5, he's being refueled. So don't unload into the warehouse anymore. I want you to unload into the sawmill. Apply. Yes, apply. Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go to this station, because this station is getting very busy. Let's add more rooms here. So I want to speed up how long it takes to fill up a train. So let's go ahead and we'll upgrade that. And faster maintenance would be good. And coal would be cheaper. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's make sure we can speed up refilling, because every train that comes here refills. So now it'll be faster. Bloomington's rail yard is going to be booming here. It's kind of funny that they just don't have a train going in. That looks kind of weird there. And probably the other thing I should have done, requires 2 rooms, so 3 filling station units, so I can do that. So now I can fill up 3 trains at once, because I think every train is going through here, is it not? I think it might be. Alright, so the money is starting to come in as fast as I'm kind of spending it. If I was speeding up time, though, it would go a little bit quicker, but sometimes it's fun just to go at regular speed and keep things at a normal pace. Finally, Raleigh has a post office, and they require some mail. How much mail is here? 15 out of 15. 25 out of 25. We are not moving enough mail. Yes, mail is important. Where is the T2? There he is. What I can do now... Alright, so... in Bloomington, sir... let's not pick up as many passengers, but let's load up on some mail. And if you can hear that in the background, yep, my windows are open, and my the farm up the road is hauling some hay back and forth today. They have been doing that quite a bit lately. Unload mail there. Let's hit apply. Can I stick another... No, I can't. That's too much mail. Can I stick another passenger on there? No, we cannot. Alright, so that's good. Now we're moving some mail back and forth. I can't remember if I applied that or not. From Raleigh... he just slept there, so you're going to go here to here, and we're going to load up. Doesn't have much mail, but he's going to have to do that. And now I got to wait for him to get up. I'm just going to hit apply for now, because I can't change what he's dropping off in Bloomington, because right now he has 5 passengers. If I delete these 2 and add, well, I can just do this. Yeah, no, that should be fine for now. Should be fine for now. Alright, so one last look. Wow, I got a lot of researchers doing absolutely nothing. So to end this episode, I think what we'll do is we'll unlock the Jarvis here. You know what? We'll just stick them all on there. Get that research pronto. Pulling mass 60 tons, max speed is 70, and that's base. Compared to the DeWitt that can pull 53 tons, 60 tons, max speed 63, max speed 72. Yeah, I think once we get the Jarvis unlocked, we'll take that best friend out of here, because he has seen some better days. Our best friend, yeah, his repair doesn't even really show up. He's getting old, and he can't really haul that. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. We're talking 50 tons. But yeah, see, he broke along the way, which is not good, because now he's going to be holding up a track, and now it's going to take him forever to repair while on the track. So yes, get this research done. How long before the Jarvis is done? 43 days, which is not long at all. But I think that's where we'll start next episode. That's going to do it for today, guys, for Railroad Corporation. We got a lot more trains. We started the day with 2. They're getting worn down. We got 3 more, and we got 1 sleeping because we got too much crap going on our farm here. We'll get that situated next episode, I do believe. Yeah, so we got some logging going on here. We got money going everywhere now, and yeah, we're spending it just as fast as we're earning at this point. But we made a lot of progress. But like I said, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time in Railroad Corporation. But until then, have a good one.